Good morning. Got to thinking about some things. And we live in a world of no. We live in a world where we're constantly being told, we can't do that. You're not allowed. Don't go there. There's a lot of restrictions in the world. There's a lot of people who want to tell you you're not allowed to. And I think that the number one entity that prevents us from doing the things that we want, well, I think that entity, that person, is ourselves. There's something within us that prevent us from doing things, from finishing things, it prevents us from doing the things that we really want to do. So, yeah, I think that there's a lot of no in the world, but I think a lot of that no comes from us. So, today, I'm going to try some yeses. Not that all no's are bad. That second piece of cake, no. You should show some self-restraint there and tell yourself no. In my case, that first piece of cake, I have a birthday coming up. Cake is on the mind. The ability to tell yourself that it is time to do something, that it's okay to do that thing. Sometimes that's a difficult thing to do. Because what if you fail? What if you're not successful? What if you get hurt? What if something goes wrong? What if you hurt someone else? All these things should be taken into account. But I don't believe you should be telling yourself no just for safety's sake. Take all of those things into account, but there's a time and a place for no. And I think we use no on ourselves. We tell ourselves we're not going to do that way too often, way more than we have to. This morning I didn't want to do this video because I was dumb enough to not anchor down the camera system, and a cat knocked it over and broke a essential piece, a piece that makes this microphone work. So I'm talking on the microphone that's built into the phone. Not nearly as good of a microphone. I can't seem to make the DJI microphone work. But I said, all right, well, I'll just wait and do my next video when I get the piece. Well, I know the next piece is the piece that's missing is going to take a long time to get here. I can't even order it yet. It's on back order. It's not available. That's not true. There are some places that want 50% more than it's worth because they know that it is on short supply, back ordered. And I'm not willing to give my money to those people. Anyway, I was using that as an excuse to not do the video. And I told myself no. When in reality, the answer should be, okay, you're going to make a video with sound that is not as good as it usually is. I'm sure you've noticed that over the last couple videos. This is something I did myself. I didn't anchor down the system. It's not the cat's fault. The cat's just being a cat. I screwed up. But I also know when I don't do this video now, welcome to Video 101, by the way, not class, this is literally the 101st video. If I don't do this video, that will be the first thing in the day that I told myself no for. And I should have told myself yes. Get in there and do your video. So here I am doing this video with poor sound quality, but there's just a couple of you watching it anyway, so there you go. But we have to learn to tell ourselves yes. The default shouldn't be no. The default shouldn't be yes. The default should be a series of questions. And when you find the appropriate answer, that's when the decision should be made. Should I go shopping today? Well, we need groceries. Well, we don't have a lot of money, but we can't starve to death. Well, I suppose we better go get some groceries then. The answer is yes. Should I go buy a new iPhone? Well, we don't have a lot of money. Yeah, but my iPhone works pretty decent, so you don't really need an iPhone. The answer is no. Should I go skateboarding? We have a nice hill out front. Well, it is a lot of fun, and you haven't been skateboarding in decades. That would be a fantastic adventure, but you're 60. So I'm leaning toward the no on that. But the default should not be no. The default should not be yes. I'm just trying, because I have a lot of that going on in my life right now. I'm telling myself no way too much, whether it's because of guilt or fear, or I can't do this, or I've screwed this up a number of times. I keep telling myself no. Those are not reasons to do something, or not do something rather. Those are reasons to try again. So today, I'm going to endeavor to say yes. I hope that today you can find the ability to tell yourself yes. And I hope that you find peace, love, and dream, and a great cup of coffee. Until next time, ciao.